Now on CoastTV News.
The future of outdoor dining in Rehoboth Beach, how the city looks to make sure restaurants are following safety regulations.
We are live at the hometown Christmas parade here in Rehoboth Beach. We have the most exciting parts coming up.
Tensions rising as fighting escalates in the Gaza Strip, how this dynamic is testing the U.S. partnership with Israel.
Gusty or gone? Winter winds are changing. Your full forecast is forthcoming.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Rehoboth Beach looking for ways to enforce outdoor dining regulations. Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner. Madeline Overturf is on assignment. Welcome to our news at 5. We begin tonight with talks in Rehoboth Beach on how to improve safety with outdoor dining. Outdoor dining was such a success during the pandemic that many places like Rehoboth chose to make it a permanent activity. The city created a design manual in March 2022 for outdoor dining. The Building and Licensing Department was at a mayor and commissioners meeting today for a report about how well restaurants followed the current outdoor dining rules. Overall, the biggest problem the city department says it sees is restaurant barriers creeping too close to the end of the sidewalk. Restaurants in Rehoboth Beach have helped them bring in more business.
It's really great for people who want to come out and dine with their dogs. We have options for them. It just also all around gives us more seating so we can accommodate more people, more guests.
The city says it hopes to see more restaurants taking on outdoor dining and that stricter regulations will prevent restaurants from moving outdoor dining barriers too close to the street. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what change do you want in outdoor dining regulations? Let's take a look at the results so far tonight. It looks like the winner here, 55% say they want more spaces for outdoor dining. 9% want longer hours. 9% also want fewer restrictions. 27% think everything is fine the way it is. They voted for no change. If you haven't voted yet, you still can at coasttvnews.com or on our mobile app. And speaking of Rehoboth, if you have to visit City Hall for anything tomorrow, plan accordingly. The city says the town will be closed for the afternoon for an employee event. You can still stop by between 8 to 11:30 a.m. or 1 to 4:30 p.m. One of the coast's biggest holiday events is here, the Rehoboth Beach Hometown Christmas Parade. And if you can't make it there, no worries, we have you covered. Live in Rehoboth is Coast TV News anchor Madeline Overturf. Maddie, over 130 groups are taking part in the parade this year.
Mallory, we have marching bands, we have dogs, we have kids, we have adults. We pretty much have everything you could want here, including Santa Claus. Oh yeah, he's coming here to Rehoboth Beach. But this parade is extra special this year. There is a special way to give back. And with that comes in Clara Marshall with the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company.
Hello,
hi, Clara. How are you?
Good. How are you tonight, hon?
I am great. Could you tell me, first of all, your favorite part of this parade?
The excitement. Everybody is just excited to see Santa Claus, the band performances that you're going to see tonight, and just the trucks and everybody else out here just having a great time, smiling and enjoying the season.
Absolutely. And speaking of trucks, let's look behind us here. You can see this ambulance is full of donations. Could you tell me what this campaign's all about?
This year we decided to partner up with Toys for Tots, just to give back to our community. We are here for everybody when they need us, but we're also here for just to be here for you. We wanted to make sure everybody can see that we are excited to be part of this community, and we want to keep continuing to be a part of your community, and we're just happy with it.
And we are so happy that the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company is here for our community. All these donations are amazing, and we're just so excited to have everybody come out to the parade tonight, yeah?
Yes, definitely. Bring out your toys tonight. We're trying to stuff this ambulance. We want to give it back to everybody that we can this year. It's just a great cause. We appreciate it. Thanks to the Marine Corps for allowing us to help them, and actually great big thanks to JROTC with Cape, because they are going to be helping me out with stuff in this truck tonight.
Awesome, Clara. Thank you so much. And you heard it here, guys. Come on out tonight. The parade is at 6 p.m. You can bring your donations for Toys for Tots. I will be the MC, so I'll be announcing all the participants here. And Mallory, get this. I hear our own Petey the Peacock might be taking part in the parade. Back to you.
Thanks, Maddie. So much excitement there. We can't wait to see more. And now let's take a live look outside into Ocean City. Lots of clouds hanging over the bay there, but it wasn't so bad today. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with our First Alert weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, and I'm going to piggyback on what Maddie was saying. Listen, if Petey is around, it's a party. That's all I'm going to say, and it's a really good party. Let's take a look at what's happening courtesy of our Royal Plus camera in Ocean City. We're holding at 52 degrees. The winds right now at about 3 miles per hour, relatively light. Now, we are expecting scattered cloud cover throughout the night until we get to about, let's say, 8 going into 9 o'clock, where the skies actually will clear. Now, that late clearing is interesting because it gives us the opportunity for the temperatures to drop rapidly, particularly as the skies clear throughout the late night hours when the temperature's dropping more rapidly in the first place. We're no longer under any kind of advisories right now. We're taking a customary look at what's happening along the coast. A couple of those little flashes you see, those are a couple of sprinkles in the upper atmosphere, and they're either anomalies that's not hitting the ground, or if there is actually precipitation, it's Virgo because it doesn't quite reach us for right now. So we're staying dry for tonight. Coming up, we're going to be talking about just how cold we are about to become yet again. But we have to remember, it is indeed December, right, Mallory?
Right, Paul, except in a new report last month, it was reportedly the warmest November on record. The Japan Meteorological Agency reports that November 2023 beat the previous record set in 2020 by 0.3 degrees Celsius and was 1.6 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial temperatures. November also marked the 6th month in a row of record global average temperatures. This Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., the Delaware River and Bay Authority will host a virtual public hearing to discuss the goals and objectives of proposed fare changes and modifications at the Cape May Lewis Ferry in 2024. According to the ferry, among the changes to be considered are increases due to inflationary pressures and decreases to encourage family and multi-trip travel. The proposal will be shared and questions will be answered. Have you ever thought about becoming a foster parent in Delaware? Well, Delaware's Division of Family Services will be hosting a virtual information session on December 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. It is for those interested who live in Kent and Sussex County. People can learn how to help children and teens in their community, and registration can be found on the state's website. Tensions are rising as fighting escalates in the Gaza Strip, testing the U.S. partnership with Israel, a major ally. And there are fears the conflict could spread across the region as a U.S. warship shot down 3 drones aimed at commercial ships in the Red Sea. NBC's Alice Barr shows us who's claiming responsibility for some of the attacks and why it was in response to the war.
The war in the Gaza Strip has moved south. The people fleeing it are running out of options. Israel is targeting Hamas leaders believed to have regrouped in the south. But that's where Israeli officials told civilians to come when fighting was concentrated in the north. The White House pressed today on its message to Israel, a top U.S. ally.
And what we have indicated to the Israelis is they need to use every means and tool that they have available to be sure that when they actually move in force into an area in the south, that they do so with some confidence that people have actually gotten safe passage out of that area.
The Biden administration has been ramping up pressure on Israel to protect civilians.
International humanitarian law must be respected. Too many innocent Palestinians have been killed.
In this kind of a fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat.
Israel is now dropping leaflets with digital maps telling civilians to move from one quadrant of Gaza to another for their safety. But many don't have internet to read the QR code and don't believe that anywhere is safe. It comes amid growing concerns that the conflict could spread. Defense officials confirming to NBC News that a U.S. warship shot down 3 drones that were heading toward it off the coast of Yemen. It happened during a sustained attack on commercial ships in the Red Sea. 3 of the ships were hit. It's unclear if the American warship was a direct target. Iranian-backed Houthi rebels claiming responsibility, calling it a show of support for Palestinians in Gaza. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
As soon as this week, the Senate is expected to take up a funding fight for both Israel and Ukraine. The White House is warning leaders in Congress that money to support Ukraine against Russia is running dry. Former Congressman George Santos is blaming a lie from another lawmaker on his expulsion from Congress. Santos says he was accused by Republican Representative Max Miller, who claimed that he and his mother were defrauded by Santos. Santos said Miller sent out the accusation shortly before Friday's vote, but that he didn't have time to refute it. The ethics panel found that Santos, quote, blatantly stole from his campaign, including for travel, Botox, and even OnlyFans. Cutting methane emissions by the end of the decade, how many oil companies pledged for that decision at a recent climate change conference in Dubai.
From mild to wild, our frosty forecast takes a flip. Details ahead.
But first, a ransomware attack causes outages at credit unions across the country. Disruptions that have taken place from the cyber attack, that's up next.
Find the perfect puppy for Christmas this year at Puppies R Us in Bridgeville. Puppies R Us has the largest selection of lovable puppies on the shore. Visit our website or like us on Facebook. From purebreds to hybrids, our pups are vet checked, vaccinated, and microchipped, so you can be sure your new furry family member will be happy and healthy. Don't miss holiday double discounts. Get $200 off a puppy purchase, a free bag of Canada dog food, and 20% off accessories for a month. We finance too. Puppies R Us, Route 13, Bridgeville, Delaware.
I was feeling for lumps. I didn't feel the lump, but when it got checked, and that's when I realized the situation I was in. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. BB was there for me, and their staff was brilliant. They was understanding. For somehow something that I didn't even understand, they understood me. Now that I look back, I could say they were there. Sometimes more understanding than my family, because they knew the answers. They really went beyond.
Help solve the homeless pet problem by opening your home to a new furry friend. The Brandywine Valley SPCA presents the largest mega adoption event in the country. Hundreds of animals are ready to go home that same day. Adoption fees have been reduced to $35 and include microchipping, vaccinations, spaying, and neutering. Bring the whole family on December 9th and 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at all Brandywine Valley SPCA locations and participating partner shelters. For more information, visit megaadopt.com.
Everyone needs a roof. Secure yours with Alpha Roofing and Siding, a veteran-owned and operated business serving Delmarva for over 10 years. Roofing, siding, maintenance, and repairs, Alpha ensures quality on every project and provides peace of mind with their in-house financial advisor. Alpha offers military and senior discounts, and their unmatched 50-year material warranty is a testament to their craftsmanship. Right now, get free gutter guards with your roof replacement. Alpha Roofing and Siding, where protection comes first and setting the standard is their legacy.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
About 60 credit unions in the U.S. are experiencing outages due to a ransomware attack. The incident is just the latest example of how ransomware attacks have caused havoc for U.S. critical infrastructure in recent years. Hospitals, fuel pipelines, and schools have also been disrupted by the file-locking cyber attacks, prompting the Biden administration to treat ransomware as a national security crisis. The full extent of the outage and its impact on credit unions is unclear. In regional news, the state fire marshal is investigating a fire that started at a wastewater treatment facility. According to the Maryland Fire Marshal and St. Michael's Fire Department, on Sunday night just before 11:30 p.m., the one-story brick building you see in this video caught fire with smoke and flames coming through the roof. The department says that the building happened to be one of 2 municipal water treatment plants that treat and supply water to St. Michael's. Water supply was not impacted by this fire, but going forward, the department says the well and plant are not in service for the foreseeable future. In the meantime, the department says to try to conserve water wherever possible. MDOT has released its November report on the amount of deadly crashes that occurred last month. According to the agency, 38 people died in Maryland as a result of car crashes. So far in 2023, MDOT says that there have been 554 deadly crashes, including 135 pedestrians and 15 bicyclists. The department says the data reflects a 7.6% increase compared to the same time in 2022. According to MDOT, Maryland is projected to record more than 600 motor vehicle crashes that are deadly this year, which is the first time that number has been seen since 2007.
A bona fide chill wave is rolling in. Now, how cold will it get? The answer for you straight ahead in the forecast.
Her spirit, his dream. And the hottest dancing on Broadway now on tour. The music that moved a generation. The story that will inspire a new one. On your feet, the story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan.
Live at the Performing Arts Center, Sunday, December 17th. Purchase tickets now at ococean.com/pack.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
The Delmarva Sports Network wants to congratulate the Cape Henlopen Vikings for an outstanding football season. The Delmarva community is so proud of you. Local teams, big dreams. From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Transitioning your loved one home after a hospital or rehab stay can be overwhelming. Insurance will only pay for a limited time in a rehab facility. You might need transportation to appointments, coordination of medical equipment, and help keeping your loved one on track with home exercises. In-home care is the answer to coordinating everything. For healing faster in the home, Homewell Care Services offers compassionate, quality, in-home, short, or long-term care when you need it most.
To learn more about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
At Precision Exteriors, we use quality materials with excellent craftsmanship and unparalleled customer service. We do roofing, siding, gutters, and windows, and we offer financing, no interest and no payments for 18 months. See all of our 5-star reviews.
Treated us fairly on price, did quality work, and I would go and do stuff again. We even recommend them to our parents. They were very happy as well.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
Before we get started, be sure you take out your phone, put it on camera, scan the QR code in the corner, because the temperatures are going way up and then way, way down, and you can track it on your phone free of charge, courtesy of that latest version of our weather app, and it's free, absolutely free. So if cold weather makes you feel nostalgic about the season, then get ready to be reminded of some wonderful Yule time memories, because it's about to get nostalgically cooler around here. We're at 52 degrees, courtesy of our dry tech camera. Dew point temperature of 43s, but it's going to fall into the 40s for the rest of the evening. Interesting little tidbit. We'll have cloudy skies till about 8, 9 o'clock. Then the skies will part and we'll get clear skies, and that will allow the temperature to drop even more rapidly. We're clear on live radar right now. We're staying that way. Not really a problem or a concern or a warning. Now, we do have this right here in the Chesapeake Bay area, watching out for a small craft advisory, but it's typically breezy this time of the year. Anyhow, we have a low pressure system knocking on our door just to our west. It's going to drag a little rain, a little bit of cloud cover in our direction, and perhaps a sprinkle or two. Some faint rain is what I'm looking at thus far. Temps right now in the 50s, 49 Lewis, 50 in Milton, as well as Indian River Inlet and in Bethany Beach. But look at how much cooler we are. We're 10 degrees cooler in Salisbury, 12 Ocean City, and 15 degrees lower than we were 24 hours ago in Wallops Island. So if you're planning on being out this evening, take the long sleeves and a warm beverage. It's going to be a bit chilly. Now, if you're going to be out for an extended period of time, you might want to add the hat to your repertoire as well. Tuesday morning, we start off in the mid-30s, 36 Milton, for example, and in Millsboro, 37 in Selbyville, winds out of the northwest. We become cloudy in the afternoon, so it won't let us enjoy the sunshine, kind of warming us up to thaw us out, so we're going to kind of stay cold and clammy. Wednesday, a cold and cloudy start, and for Wednesday afternoon, winds are pushing out of the north, and we're still in the 40s. Now, this model is showing that we're looking pretty clear, but bottom line is both models are indicating it's a little chilly. So what's your bonfire forecast? Listen, we have about a 20% chance of rain on Tuesday, Not a big one, but a slight chance of a hint. I'll show you that in a moment. Winds out of the north-northwest, and we're going to drop into the low 30s. What is it going to feel like? Well, Wednesday it's going to feel like 28 degrees. All right. Thursday it's going to feel like 24 degrees. Just to give you a hint as to how we're changing up. And here's that hint of a sprinkle or two with this particular model. Right here, I want to indicate, show you right along the Kent and Sussex County line, we could possibly see a flurry, but you better take a picture of it when it falls because it won't stick around for long. 32 for tonight, 48 for tomorrow, and the chill kicks in, 45 for Wednesday. Watch out for spotty sprinkles and that little small possibility of a flurry or two. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Paul, thank you. Are you living in Maryland with deep boating knowledge? The Maryland Department of Natural Resources is looking for boaters who want to join them on the Boat Act Advisory Committee. This committee represents all citizen uses of Maryland's waters, and it provides recommendations on boating-related regulation requests and public concerns. The department says the committee meets approximately 5 to 6 times a year. People who are interested should apply online by December 7th of this year. 50 major oil and gas companies have pledged to dramatically cut their methane emissions around 80 to 90% by the end of the decade. The announcement was made Saturday at the COP28 climate change conference in Dubai. That comes as the Biden administration also announced that it has finalized a rule to slash methane emissions by nearly 80% through 2038. Coming up, breaking records and rewriting history. The newest record broken by Taylor Swift. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
You know, Brian, the best thing about living in Maryland and Delaware is that we can use our decks year-round.
And Nikki, Paul Davis still has time to install 10 more decks before Christmas.
Sign me up. Paul Davis's AZEC decks are the best. They don't fade or crack, even in the winter.
Our customers love our decks, and our crews are ready to install your deck so you can enjoy the holidays. Call now for your free estimate, and we'll include a fire pit free with your new deck.
Now that is a good holiday.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. We are the difference makers. Weather is brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling, the difference makers.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community this holiday season with a gift from a trusted family-owned jewelry store for over 40 years. Happy holidays from the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
Okay, folks, take your places, please.
Let's go win this sucker.
The Voice, live tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Merry Christmas, America! Drink and be merry as Blake and his friends play festive games and fun never ends. This game is rigged. It's a ho-ho-ho down that's sure to rock. The Barmageddon Holiday Bartacular tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community this holiday season with a gift from a trusted family-owned jewelry store for over 40 years. Happy holidays from the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
The new upscale OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro is the place to go for fresh, hand-selected ingredients used to create the most delicious Asian delicacies. Come dine in, have a drink, and let our skilled chefs prepare your authentic Thai, Chinese, and Japanese dishes. At OC Chopsticks, we take what was good and make it better. Sushi rolls, noodle soups, General Tso's chicken, you see where we're going. Anything made fresh is better. Serving lunch and dinner daily, located at the Ocean City Outlets. OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro, we stay fresh.
Sponsored by Ancient Art Stone, where countertops are always a work of art.
In entertainment news, Taylor Swift now holds yet another record. Billboard says she's the first living artist to have 5 albums in the top 10 at the same time. That's going back to when Billboard adopted its current format in 1963. The albums include 1989, Taylor's version, Midnight's, Folklore, Lover, and Speak Now, Taylor's version. Prince holds a similar record, but posthumously. Have you been looking for ways to give back this holiday season? The town of Millville has 2 opportunities you can take part in. Until Friday, December 8th, the town is holding a holiday food drive with the Food Bank of Delaware. You can drop off items like stuffing mix, gravy, and instant potatoes at Town Hall. It's also accepting Toys for Tots as a donation site there. New and unused toys can be dropped off now until December 15th. This holiday season comes with many fun activities for people of all ages to enjoy, like looking at the holiday lights and decorations, of course. They're put up all over Delmarva. Just look at your screen here. Steve and Doug in Lewis have shared a festive photo of their 9-foot tree at sunrise. This will be their first Christmas in Delaware. Thank you for sharing it with us. We would love to see how you decorate your home for the holiday season. You can send us your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse. The holiday season is here and the Bless Our Children campaign is in full swing. Already, we have collected more than $111,000 to help provide Christmas for children who otherwise might go without. But as we all know, this year is creating hardship for many more people, and the need for help will be even larger. You can donate at blessourchildren.org. Here's a look at some people who have already helped. Merry Christmas from Dawn and Mary of Bethany Beach. Thank you so much for your card and your donation to our Bless Our Children campaign. I'm going to add it to the Christmas tree full of all the other cards and donations we've received so far this year. If you would like to help us make sure that all the children on Delmarva have presents on Christmas morning and send us a card that we might read on TV, just go to blessourchildren.org.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
From leaky faucets to burst pipes, the pros at Horizon Services Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing are on call for any same-day plumbing repair. For a limited time, take 20% off your next plumbing service. Call now or visit us at horizonservices.com.
We decided to do upgrades on our house that we had built ourselves. We were looking for a particular company that would be on the same page we were as far as craftsmanship and take pride in a job well done. Now we're having the bathroom done, and we went with Spicer Brothers. I've never seen anything as fast and as efficient.
Unbelievable how quick he is, and for a one-man show.
He has a passion for his craft, and he's so efficient. We're just so tickled to death to have him.
So before you sign, keep Bass by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
Help solve the homeless pet problem by opening your home to a new furry friend. The Brandywine Valley SPCA presents the largest mega adoption event in the country. Hundreds of animals are ready to go home that same day. Adoption fees have been reduced to $35 and include microchipping, vaccinations, spaying, and neutering. Bring the whole family on December 9th and 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at all Brandywine Valley SPCA locations and participating partner shelters. For more information, visit megaadopt.com.
The Delmarva Sports Network wants to congratulate the Stephen Decatur Seahawks for being state champions for the first time in school history. The Delmarva community is so proud of you. Local teams, big dreams. At Coast TV, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team, your safety, our commitment.
From leaky faucets to burst pipes, the pros at Horizon Services Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing are on call for any same-day plumbing repair. For a limited time, take 20% off your next plumbing service. Call now or visit us at horizonservices.com.
Coming up new on Coast TV News at 6, Christmas tree shortage, how the national drought and unusual weather are affecting Delaware's Christmas tree farms.
Let's take a look at where we feel, or where we're at right now as far as how we feel. Feels like 50 in Rehoboth, Indian River Inlet, and Bethany. Feels like 49 in Milton and 48 in Redden. Overall, we're staying pretty clear right now throughout a good portion of our viewing area. We're looking pretty clear and going to stay that way. And the clear skies will allow us to drop rapidly throughout the overnight period because as we take a look at our 3-day beach forecast, we anticipate that we're going to see scattered cloud cover as we fall back into the 40s. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration exclusive 10-day forecast.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Inside Edition is up next, and we'll see you in just a little bit for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.